what you hear, regardless the attack. We have seen the paths that we have gone. We have seen how they detain our supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu, unlawfully. The same thing to our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. And they are ready to detain as many people as they can. But we must not allow fear to grip us. The only thing we have to do today is to continue to press on, change strategies, and look at where we made mistake and make corrections. If there is any place you know we have made mistake, make corrections where necessary. That is the only thing that we need to be doing today. Make necessary corrections where needed. We must ground the struggle of Biafran people in rights, in laws, and in legitimacy. The same way we have been doing it before, from Nnamdi Kanu to Simon Ekpa. We have to continue on that path. Ground the struggle in rights, human rights, in our rights. We must know our rights. We must ground the struggle in laws. We must ground the struggle in legitimacy. It is no longer time to jump out from your corner, jump out everywhere from one corner and say one thing or the other, to jump up on camera and begin to talk trash. No. Every single message we are preaching today in the cause of Biafra has to be based on international law and human rights. Each time you are speaking, each time you are professing Biafra, each time you are preaching the message of Biafra, base your argument and speech on international laws and human rights, even though we know they don't obey the laws. The same thing Nnamdi Kanu has been doing, and Simon have been doing. That is the only way to stay safe, and that is the only way to draw attention for people to listen to you. We must continue to anchor our message in international law and human rights. In self-determination, self-determination is recognized in United Nations. It is recognized a United Nations instrument, and it is a moral legal frame that makes your chain harder. Don't ever forget that. That is why we must ground everything we do on laws, on human rights, more especially self-determination. Make it known, make it clear. All we are going for is self-determination. It is recognized in United Nations, an instrument. It is a moral legal frame that makes you claim harder to dismiss. Once we present our case the way we are supposed to present on human rights, on self-determination, it will be difficult and very hard for these criminals, those countries that are corrupt, to dismiss us. It is almost impossible for them to dismiss it. Because what they are doing today is that when they talk about the issue of Biafra, they present it as criminality. They present it as fraudulent. They present it as violent people, thereby making sure they turn away the eyes of the West from the real thing. So what do? We have to continue to hammer on self-determination as enshrined in international law. Self-determination, one of the instruments supported by United Nations. That is our moral right. And that makes our claim harder to be dismissed as mere criminality. You know, that is what Nigerian government is doing. They use their media to blackmail us, say all manner of nonsense about us. They blackmail the agitators, blackmail the human rights activists. People who are asking for self-determination, they are criminalized. We are not violent. We are not asking for any violent operation. We are not violent in any way. All we are asking is self-determination. The request is clear. But instead of government listening to us, what do? They bring war upon us indiscriminately. And what do? We push back in self-defense. This is what we do. We push back in self-defense. Biafrans are not violent people. We are not criminals. We must use this to be speaking because some journalists and diplomats are also listening to our programs. NGOs are listening. And if you know a journalist or a diplomat you can be able to approach, or NGOs, continue to make the case for self-determination for Biafra. Each and every one of us in your own little way. As you see, the people who were in the front line, Nnamdi, they are no longer with us today. We cannot stop and say because they are not here, there is still something we can do. We can continue to begin to go on outreach to journalists across the world. Anyone you can reach, they have their platforms. Send information on self-determination of the Biafran people. Diplomats that you can be able to read. There are many of us that are living abroad, meet diplomats. You can be able to present the case of Biafra. Self-determination is what we are asking for, nothing more. And this is something, a right that was guaranteed by the United Nations. If there are NGOs you can approach them, talk to them about Biafran self-determination. But we continue to keep the ball rolling until our leaders join us and we leave Nigeria as it's supposed to be. Always try to pay attention, telling people what our objectives are. It is not enough to on camera or come online, write nonsense, attack your brother and sister. No, tell the world what our objectives are. Our objective, what are we seeking for? Self-determination. Self-determination. Whichever platform you have built for yourself, you have volunteered to use it to speak about Biafra. Talk about the self-determination of the Biafra people. Nothing else. Continue to preach it, speak about it. They are listening. Don't think nobody's watching. Even if it is only one person in your platform, somebody is watching. You never can tell who is that person watching you. You never can tell. The social media network is very big. You don't know where your video will get to. It can change life. We must continue to tell the world what we want. One of the things we have asked for and called for a very long time is a peaceful referendum. Nnamdi Kanu spoke about peaceful referendum, shouted and talked about it. Nobody listened. Our Prime Minister went ahead to conduct self-referendum peacefully, self-referendum, to give them an example of what we are talking about in case they play dumb, that they don't know what it is. Conducted self-referendum in which more than 50 million Biafrans voted and said they want to leave the Zoological Republic. That self-referendum is expected to be endorsed by the Nigerian government. And if they refuse it, or international community refuses to endorse it, let them come and organize their own and conduct it, and let's compare. Let's compare. We want to control our own area. We want to have our own nation. We want to be in our own nation. That is what we want. We want the Nigerian government to be held accountable for all the abuses, all the human rights abuses in Biafra land, all the genocide, all the disappearance. These informations are already with Amnesty International. The case is already in ICC, but Nigeria never listened to pay attention to those cases. Why is the world keeping silent? Why is the world keeping silent? More especially in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, where the United Nations told them, let this man go, he's innocent. You went to Kenya, kidnapped him, and you extraordinarily renditioned him into Nigeria. That you have no legal right to try him. You cannot stand on illegality and you'll be talking about legality. It doesn't happen anywhere in the world. Use your little platform. Speak about these points. Peaceful referendum. Negotiated autonomy. Accountability for abuse. That is all we are asking for. That is what we are asking for. Why is the world silent? Are these too much to be asked? Is it too much a request to make? Every blessed day, even as we speak, our land is bleeding. Every day, even as we speak, innocent children are dying. Many women are made widows, men are made widowers, orphans are filled everywhere. People lose their businesses, homes, and properties, and the world is silent. Human rights abuse is the order of the day. In a time, even when some countries have confirmed that Nigerian government is a terrorist government. Look at the loss of life that is happening everywhere. In the northern part of Nigeria, the north is in the hand of the terrorists. And yet the whole world is silent. Nobody is silent. Every one of us, Biafra, don't be silent. Don't think nobody's listening. Some people are listening. A time will come when they can no longer remain silent. We must continue our message. We must continue our message, and we must use discipline. We must use disciplined, strategic, non-violent actions also. This is the time to apply disciplined, strategic, non-violent actions. Everybody know that we are non-violent. And from the time of Nnamdi up to date, we have never been. All we are doing is to push back against the atrocities to protect our land. All we do is to activate self-defense to defend our land. It is not targeted at anybody to destroy anybody, to fight anybody, or to go against any innocent person. No. Everything that the Biafran people have done has always been peaceful to save life. And we are trying and adopting many non-violent systems that have tried other places. We are trying it. Just like the civil disobedience in Biafra land. The civil disobedience we are adopting, sit at home, is a non-violent means. It doesn't hurt anybody. The Biafran themselves sit at home, they don't hurt anybody. And demand for what they want. Call the attention of the world and show their disapproval of Nigerian government. It has been adopted in so many places and it worked. And today we are adopting it. And the whole world is taking record. We must continue to do that. The Biafran people are not violent people. We have chosen sit at home because we cannot protest in Nigeria. We cannot protest in Nigeria anyway. Any attempt to protest, you know what it's going to cause? Nigeria doesn't tolerate protest. Once you protest, they will come and they will shoot on people. And innocent lives will lose their lives. And because of that, we have chosen a non-violence means, civil disobedience, to continue to air our opinion. And we will continue to do that. No matter the violent crackdown of the government, no matter the violent pressure from the government, we will not. It is before the whole world that they are the ones bringing violence to us. It is not hidden. Nigerian government are the one bringing violence to us. Every Biafran, wherever you are, you must stand strong. Don't lose your guard. And every one of us must continue to document abuses and build an evidence base. Every single abuse you see in Biafra land, document it. Send it to us. Those of us online, send it. If you have access to send to any organization, NGOs, please do send it. These informations are very important. We have to be systematically continue to document human rights abuses. I have a lot of them. There are so many, we can't share them on social media. Document them, we send them to the right authorities. Don't say it doesn't matter. It matters. There are still people who have conscience across the world. There are still men of conscience. I believe so. Try to keep, and when you are making a video of the atrocity in Biafra land, try to use English. Try to use English to speak so that the whole world will know what you're saying. Keep your record very well. Mention the name of the people involved, what is happening and where it is happening, when it's happening and how it happened. Very important. Some of us do not know how to document all these things. You will see somebody recording a video you want to post on the social media for the world to see, and you are doing it in Igbo language. When you are doing the video in Igbo language, you won't even mention the dates. You won't even mention the area. You are not helping. Document informations systematically. Document informations with evidence by mentioning who is involved, what is involved, where, when, and how it happened. It is very, very important. You think nobody's watching? They are watching. They are watching. We have to continue a robust documentation. Individual incidents everywhere, make sure you cover it and document it. These informations are important because journalists can use it. We can send it to journalists, both international, more especially international journalists, international bodies, international courts. All these documents, all these informations are very important. Just like our Prime Minister is in the Finland court, we have furnished them with a lot of information in as much as no, they are compromised. They are compromised because if Finland is looking onto the information we sent to them, there are numerous evidence that will make them not to even invite Mazi Samanaka, let alone say they want to take him to court. But we know that they are compromised. But we will not stop. We will not stop. There are also testimonies of people who have fallen victim in the hand of Nigerian government and they survived. Evidential testimonies, we have to keep them and share it. Store it, secure it properly. It is useful. We store it and share it to people who are supposed to get hold of it, to international journalists, to reputable NGOs, to the legal clinics, and so many other international bodies. These things are very, very important. We need to change the way we do things. We need to be keeping records. We need to prioritize our freedom. In prioritizing our freedom, these are things we are supposed to do. We have to do things according to law. Just as we have been doing. Just as Mazi Nnamdi have been doing, Mazi Samanaka did, we have to continue on that path. Because our enemy, they are bent on using propaganda to destroy us. One of the things that we have to continue to do is to make sure we internationalize the issue. Every single thing that happens in Biafra land, we have to internationalize it. That is why I am online 2 times every day. The world is watching. The world is watching. The same way Nigeria is putting their propaganda even to international media, we have to stay on course. Continue to internationalize everything. We don't have to keep quiet when it happens. We have to continue to shout. Shout as much as you can online. The world is watching. We have to internationalize issues. Diplomacy, media, and legal channels. We have to internationalize it. That is why I'm saying when you are recording something, record it in English. When you are bringing evidence or recording videos in Biafra land about events, record in English, speak in English. Try as much as possible, put it in English. Don't put it in Igbo language. Because the information is meant for those out there. It's meant for the international bodies to look into it and see what is happening. When you have this evidence, mention places where, how, and when, time, mention them. Give dates in those documentations. the international bodies, lobbying people. We have to use all this information on our behalf. We have to continue to amplify all these crimes of the zoo. We have to put pressure. The way we put pressure is to push these things and make it be in the front line everywhere. And when we are bringing these informations, make sure it is a verified one. We have a lot of verified information Biafrans are bringing, but most time they make the video in Igbo language, which is not helping out. Do your video in English language. Save them that cost of going to look for a translator or translating. No, it doesn't work that way. They focus on things they see immediately and go ahead with it. Nobody is going to have the chance to translate your own content. Nobody have the time. Try as much as possible to put it in English. We have to be strategic. Tell the truth at all times. Say things the way they are. Don't hide it. Don't hide the truth. Don't hide the truth. Say the truth. Say things the way they are. Provide piece of evidence, verified ones, photo, pictures, evidence, videos. We have to use all this to create more awareness and draw sympathy to Biafra. Draw attention of people that matter so that they can speak. Join their voice and speak. We need them. We need them. We need them. Every Biafran, wherever you are, know that we have a responsibility. Don't shy away from it. And we must continue to build a strong community. We have to continue to build a survival system anywhere you are in Biafran land, more especially in Biafran land. Build resilient community, institution, and everyday survival system. Build it. You can organize yourself in groups, in sections, to meet the need of your neighbor, to know what is happening to your neighbor. We can do that. All these things are the way we can help ourselves now. As you can see, we are helpless. Nobody is speaking for us. No politician is speaking for you. No representative for you anywhere. You need to represent yourself. Nnamdi Kanu was there speaking for us. They shut him down. Mazen Samana came up, they shut him up. Today, we have to speak for ourselves. You speak for yourself. Open your mouth and tell the world what is happening. So they will know that Biafra is not about one person. It's not about one man. It's about all the Biafran people. All the Biafran people. We also have to develop economic resilience, encourage local economy, encourage things that are done locally in Biafran land, encourage local economy. Patronage of sympathetic businesses. Patronize the businesses in Biafran land that is owned by Biafran people. Patronize them. By doing that, you are equally building your region. You're equally supporting. You're equally supporting. Every one of us should try as much as possible to look for a place, something you can do to add meaning to what we are doing. We also have to add our voice in messaging, narrative control, and media strategy. That is where we are. That is the area I am. The area I am, messaging, narrative control. Whenever they bring those their evil narrative, wrong narrative, we shred them into pieces. Just like they are trying to change the narrative and say that we are the troublemakers. Meanwhile, they are the good people, which is a lie. They try to paint Mazi Simon as the bad guy. The whole world knows that Mazi Simon is a good guy. The same thing they did to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a good guy. The same thing they're still doing to you and I. They want people to see us as a bad guy. That is why when we come online, you focus on presenting yourself innocent to the world. Not to come online and be like the same thing your enemy is saying that you are. You come online and you show the world that you are full of anger, envy, jealousy. You are full of wickedness. You are full of violence. That is what you display online. When you continue to do that, you are not doing Biafra any good. You are not doing Biafra any good. We have to be controlling the narrative. When they push those lies, we in the media, we trash them and say the truth the way it is. Any platform you control that speaks for Biafra, when you come and speak and tell the world what our problem is, what we are facing. Present facts with video evidence, picture evidence, testimonies. Journalists produce your message accurately. And that's what I do. Sometimes you see me, I play videos that are coming from Nigerian government to confirm what I'm saying. I use videos that are coming from Nigerian government to confirm what I'm saying. Video that come from the northern part of Nigeria to confirm that it is not only Biafrans that are facing the trial, even the north are facing it. When we say Nigeria is a terrorist country, we bring facts, evidence. You see where we are saying that a member of Boko Haram can become a president. All this is evidence. They are evidential, and the world is watching. These are things we have to continue. Nnamdi Kanu have been doing this for a very long time. And we don't have to stop doing it. This is even the time we have to intensify in what we are doing. And we have to be cautious in our security. We have to secure our communications. Mind who you talk to. Mind who you discuss with. Today you see voice note flying right, left, and center. This one said, mind the person you talk to and the language you use. Because today you don't know whom to trust. Once you pick your phone, you want to talk to your brother, they are recording. Once you talk to somebody, they are recording. And tomorrow they will use it against you. We must be very careful. Mind who you talk to. Mind the people that you talk to. Mind the kind of voice messages you read. It is very important because the enemies are after these items and they're going to use it against you if you're not careful. They will use it against you if you're not careful. And before you know it, you are gone. Before you know it, you are in trouble. Every one of us should be able to come together and know what we have to do. We have to come together and know what we have to do. We have to focus on when we make a plan, we remain consistent in that plan. That is where consistency comes in. You see, like the Northerners, the Fulanis have a project for more than 100 years ago. A project given to them by Othman Danfodio more than 100 years ago. Up to today, the Fulanis are pursuing that project with all their muscles. They are pursuing that project with all the muscles in them. They are not stopping. They are not stopping. We must be open to be able to allow things happen. We must prepare ourselves. We must also prepare ourselves legally. Prepare yourself legally because anything can happen. As a Biafra, you know we have enemies across the world. The whole world, they ganged up against us. And they are only looking for a small loophole, a small mistake you make. They use it against you. You saw Nnamdi Kanu, all the flimsy accusations that they are putting before them. That is why you must be very careful. See, Nnamdi Kanu, even in their court, you see them playing the video of his program. They are playing the videos, extract videos from the program that Nnamdi Kanu conducted. You saw them playing it in the court. You think it's a joke, huh? You think it's a joke? It's not a joke. So whenever you're online talking, you must be careful what you say. Say things you can be able to defend. Say things that are factual. Say things that you can back up with evidence. The world is watching. Our enemies are not resting. You must know your rights at all times. Those inalienable rights, self-determination, self-defense, they are your rights. Know when and how to apply them. Know when and how to apply them. And that is why you have to be careful in anything you're doing. Make sure you stand on a legal ground. Make sure you stand on a legal ground. These are what we need to implement at this point in time. It is no longer come and talk and go. It is no longer a child's play. It is no longer just come and make noise. Time has gone when you come to make noise. We must continue to speak to each other as a family. Advise each other, stand by each other, stand side by side with everyone. You have seen how they are pushing us. You see how they are dragging us.